Hello everybody, Andy from Glass Half Dead here. Today I want to advise you on a few things that you might want to consider buying. But before I get into that, something that you don't need to buy. You might have already seen it, it's the miniature of the month. For those of you unaware, GW does a miniature of the month. It's a free thing. If you go to a Games Workshop store, they should just hand you one of these. No purchase required. You walk in, you say gimme, they say here. That's how it should work. It is a Primaris Assault Intercessor Lieutenant. This is very, very useful. So a lot of people have gotten their hands on perhaps the 40k starter box, which gives you 5 Assault Intercessors. You need 6 models to run any sort of Marine team and kill team. That is your 6th model. 2 minor issues. Firstly, it is going to be on a 40mm base, not a 32. So you would have to, change it to a 32mm base. Also, minor issue, technically this loadout is illegal. Don't think it's going to be an issue because the way in which it is illegal is you get a plasma pistol and a power sword. You're not allowed to take that. You can either take a plasma pistol and a chain sword or bolt pistol and power sword. So it's a very simple swap. You either say it's not really a power sword, it's a chain sword, or you say it's not really a plasma pistol, it's a bolt pistol. But just to be clear, if you're running this loadout, an Assault Intercessor Sergeant for your intercession, take the plasma pistol with a chainsword. Much better. With that said, let's get to a little bit of purchasing advice for you. That's right, it's the upcoming boarding patrol for Agents of the Imperium. This comes with a whole host of kill teams, literally 2. That's quite a many, if I'm being honest with you. Before we jump into that, of course, I would like to say that if you're a subscriber to my channel, I'd like to give you a big subscriber-only benefit, which is a double hello. Wow, wasn't that amazing? What is a double hello? It's a pleasantry given twice. There you go. It's a subscriber-only benefit, so consider subscribing, liking, leaving a comment right now. And if you really like what I'm doing here, consider checking out my Patreon. I also have an Element Games affiliate link. In case you're buying stuff from Element Games, you could throw a few dollary doos my way for free to you, which is amazing, really, isn't it? Let's be honest. How does that even work economics-wise? I don't want to think about it. Also, what's all this? Good question. I have another channel called Full Scale Wargaming where I'm going to do Kill Team Battle Reports and Warhammer 10th Edition Battle Reports and Star Wars Shatterpoint Battle Reports. Go check that channel out, give it a sub, all that good stuff. Let's talk about the boarding patrol. So for those of you unaware, boarding patrols for 40k are essentially a way to get started in the game. They used to be called start collectings. They then wanted to charge more for them, so they changed the branding. It's no longer a start collecting. It is a boarding patrol. Boarding patrols are limited time offers. They seem to not be being in stock always, so this will go at some point. However, if you're watching this right now, it is up for pre-order Saturday. And then it will release the week after. Okay? So, consider this. Are you going to be able to get your hands on it? No, of course not. It will instantly sell out, just like every other boarding patrol. But let's just think hypothetically. Let's imagine that GW made enough for the consumers to purchase. What do you get in this? Great question. Thank you for asking. So you get 20, so that's 2 full squads of Imperial Breachers. And then, on top of that, GW has given us an additional way in which we won't be able to purchase the Eleusidian Starstriders, again, because they won't make enough. And you get your squad of Eleusidian Starstriders. You also get an additional Assassin. Just a great model. Great model, can be proxied for whatever you want. 32mm base. Awesome. Now, is this good? Is this good for you to get into Kill Team as a way to begin? Okay, this is giving you 2 sets of Imperial Breachers, 1 set of Starstriders. Is this worth picking up? Yes. Okay, well, thank you for watching the video. End of discussion, really. I don't know, why would I keep going? So, again, for those of you unaware, boarding patrols almost always give you a discount over purchasing retail, and you're then going to purchase from third-party retailers, so you get an additional discount anyway. GW is being a little bit inconsistent with the pricing. I would imagine This would be a cheaper box maybe, but then they are new models. Tough one. Either way, it will be cheaper than purchasing all of these individually. Now, we don't know the pricing, so maybe the Assassin is going to make that a bit of a weird calculation, but let's pretend it isn't. Let's pretend it is value for money, even when you take into account the Assassin. The main thing to point out here is that the Elucidian Star Striders are a complete team. So you don't need a second box of them. They are as they are. Great. And this is a way to purchase them. Then you have the Imperial Navy Breachers. This is a team that generally does want a few extra bodies because you need some options. You have different gunners you can take, and you can also choose to not take some of the specialists, and you might want to build them as regular shotgun dudes. So actually, yeah, you want a second box of them. And then in addition, you can run this in boarding patrols for 40k, which is, you know, up to you if you're into that. That's great. A lot of people seem to like it. It's a slightly simplified version of 9th edition at the moment, and not taking any of the big toys, so this should work, and that's awesome. However, I don't care about that. I'm on 10th. 9th, it's gone. 10th, I'm in. Anyway, with that said, yeah, there you go. That's it. You should probably try and pick this up. Are you going to be able to get it? Unlikely, I imagine. But yeah, really cool, really good. I was shook. I was shooketh to see it. I was like, hold on. That's all kill teams. What? For those of you who haven't been keeping up with boarding patrols, they've started putting kill teams into the boxes. So the Orcs have commandos. The Tau don't have Pathfinders. Who do I mean? The Craft World's boarding patrol comes with 2 sets of Corsairs, which is brilliant because, no, it's not brilliant. It's good. It's great for 40k because you can build both the elite squad and you can build the regular troop squad. Brilliant for a Craft Worlds player. In Kill Team, I don't know, I suppose you might want to think about occasionally taking some of the specialists out and running them as a regular hitty dude. Like maybe you don't want to roll that 50-50 falcony dude, whatever. But really that's only 1 extra model you need. You do need an extra model as well because the building instructions instruct you to build a heavy gunner instead of the Kanathi duelist or whatever. So you need kind of 2 extra models and they give you 10 extra, so pretty good. But anyway, just a really quick one for you there today. Because I thought I had intended to point out the Miniature of the Month because it was a free thing that they give you just for going to a store. So I thought I should probably tell people about that because it gets you from 5 intercessors from the start collecting box for 40k into getting your 6th model, which is then a realistic, you know, intercession kill team. And then I was like, okay, well, and then they released this. I was like, oh yeah. That's great. Awesome. Anyway, if you made it to the end of the video, I'd like to give you a big triple hello. The wholesomeness knows no bounds in the world of Glass Half Dead. Or, in a much more unsaid way, Full Scale Wargaming. Go check out Full Scale Wargaming. It's going to be okay. Anyway, Glass Half Dead is already mediocre. So thank you for watching to the end. Congrats to you. Chaps, chapesses, chapai, have a good day. We will talk later. What am I doing? What is this ending?